Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Court grants conflicting orders on Kano Emirate tussle. Nigeria not working under Tinubu, says Atiku. Senate passes bill to revert to old national anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee. Nigerian couple arrested with over 161 million naira worth of drugs in South Africa. Now, top one was trending. In a dramatic turn of events, both the Federal High Court and the Kano State High Court have issued conflicting interim injunctions regarding the Kano Emirate, escalating tensions and uncertainty in the state. The Federal High Court in Kano, presided over by Justice S.A. Amobeda, issued an order for the eviction of Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II from the Kofar Kudu Palace, reinforcing the authority of the 15th Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero. On the other hand, the Kano State High Court, under the jurisdiction of Honorable Justice Amina Adamu Aliyu, issued an injunction to protect Muhammadu Sanusi and other key figures from potential harassment by state authorities. This order prevents any interference with the Emir's autonomy and the seizure of key symbols of his authority, such as the twin spear, the royal hat of Dabo, and the ostrich-feathered shoes. These conflicting orders have led to significant confusion regarding the rightful authority and protection of the Emirs in Kano. The State High Court case is set for further hearing on June 13th, while the Federal High Court has adjourned its case to June 4th. Now, a netizen said, "The country is confused, the presidency is confused, the Senate is confused, judiciary confused, oppositions confused, and we the citizens are confused. Let us continue moving." Another person said, "The president should intervene and declare a state of emergency on that matter." Another wrote, "The courts are the greatest issue on this matter. What are they interpreting to the masses?" Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says Nigeria is not working under the Bola Tinubu government. In an assessment of the one-year administration of Tinubu, Atiku, in a statement released, said President Tinubu has failed to fulfill his pledge to remodel the nation's economy, to bring about growth and development through job creation, food security, and extreme poverty, pointing out that Africa's leading economy has slipped to the 4th position, lagging behind Algeria, Egypt, and South Africa. Atiku said Tinubu has dashed the hopes of Nigerians. He blamed the administration for unleashing reforms without sequencing, without any ideas on how to implement them, and without any regards to their potential and real devastating consequences. Now, someone said, before Tinubu came in, 90% of budget was for debt service. Crude oil was sold and money was collected in advance. Tell me, without subsidy removal, how Nigeria would have stayed afloat. Sometimes it is easy to blame a man in government, but in reality, you won't be better. Another person said, one thing I am sure of is that all the presidential candidates promised to remove the subsidy. So what would Atiku, Obi, or Kwankwaso have done differently? It is easy to articulate policies on social media to support your candidature, but what about in real terms? Another person opined, if you feel this isn't true, you are part of our problem. Still talking politics, Peter Obi, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections, has revealed the only thing that can make him support a merger between his political party and the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Recently, there have been speculations that the Labour Party, People's Democratic Party, and other opposition parties may team up ahead of the 2027 election. On May 17th, Atiku Abubakar, PDP presidential candidate in the 2023 election, said he will support Obi if the parties merge and decide to give the presidential ticket to the Southeast region. However, Obi says he is not interested in the merger of parties merely for the purpose of winning the election. In his words, on the issue of merger, coming together of parties, I always say, as long as any merger or coming together is for a better Nigeria, a new Nigeria for governing properly, and for it, Obi revealed to newsmen. He added that if it is just a merger for elections or state capture, I am not part of it. I'm not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the poor people. Now, someone said, Obi the talkative, I don't think he once governed Anambra. Instead, make him build school for the poor masses. Now, brewery he build. He truly loves the poor. Another person said, he's actually trying to tell the obedient he will be migrating to PDP anytime before 2027 election. Fear politicians, they are one. Now where benefits them they go. Never trust a politician, especially in Nigeria. Another person wrote, stay in your party and win elections. You have all it takes. Now, the Senate has pardoned and recalled Senator Abdul Ahmed Ningi, who was suspended on March 12, 2024. The recall process was initiated on Tuesday after a motion moved by Deputy Minority Leader Senator Abba Moro, who expressed regret on behalf of the suspended senator. He pledged to assume full responsibility for Ningi's actions, acknowledging the gravity of the suspension. The senator's conduct during the period of suspension has been a matter of scrutiny and debate within the legislative body. The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, announced the unconditional recall of Ningi after a brief plea by some lawmakers. Akpabio emphasized the senator's resourcefulness and described him as a valued member of the Senate, adding that the decision to recall Ningi transcends religious and ethnic divides. Now, someone said, there's no need for his recall. He was suspended for 3 months and in 13 days, he'll be due to return to the Senate. Inasmuch as Akpabio remains the Senate president, we don't expect anything good from the 10th Senate. Another person said, meanwhile, nobody talks about or answers the man's question. We are on a long thing in this country. Truly, Nigerians forget easily. How about Yahaya Bello? Another person said, the Senate is the one that needs pardon. This man spoke the truth and got punished for it. Shameful. Still in the Senate has passed the National Anthem Bill 2024 to revert to the old national anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee. The bill, which speedily passed first and second readings on Thursday, now awaits assent into law by President Bola Tinubu. Now, someone said, if misplaced priority was a government, it would have been this Tinubu administration. Another person said, is that the solution to Nigeria's hardship? Another wrote, fuel price, cement price, USD should be reversed as well. If bills could be easily passed like this, state police bill and many other useful ones to average Nigerians should be passed now. Now let's take a short break, and when we come back, you get to know why you shouldn't get tattoos. Stay tuned. Welcome back, it's Newsfeed. Now, the organized labor has again rejected a fresh minimum wage proposal by the federal government. This time, the organized labor comprising the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) rejected the offer of the federal government to pay 60,000 naira as a new minimum wage. Meanwhile, the organized labor also shifted grounds from its 497,000 naira stance last week to 494,000 naira. The government had initially proposed 48,000 naira and 54,000 naira last week, which were also rejected by the organized labor. The Committee for the Negotiation of a New Minimum Wage for Nigerian Workers is yet to agree on a new minimum wage just about 3 days before the May 31st deadline the labor unions gave to the government to conclude the negotiations. Now, someone said, I doubt these guys even know what minimum wage is. Another person said, minimum wages of 494,000 naira is an unrealistic demand. Another wrote, federal government cannot be doing this poor increase and think they are negotiating, and they cannot use private sector proposal to drag everyone. Even if minimum wage is 40,000 naira, many private sectors will not pay up to that. How many private schools, offices, and small businesses are paying 30,000 naira minimum wage? Apart from banking sector and few manufacturing sectors, how many private sectors will pay whatever they will agree to in this committee? Let the government come out and tell people the indices they use to arrive at this figure. Nothing can be done outside data, and I strongly believe that it is necessary for everyone to see the basis before we can begin to rebuff labor's demand. Moving on, the Nigeria Customs Service has reacted to a viral video of some of its officers fighting with Vehicle Inspection Officers (VIO) at the AYA roundabout Abuja VIO office on Friday, May 24th. The video, which went viral on May 28th, showed customs officers in the VIO premises engaging themselves in a physical altercation. In a statement released, the National Public Relations Officer, Chief Superintendent of Customs, Abdullahi Maiwada, condemned the incident and said it's under investigation and disciplinary measures will be taken to prevent future occurrences. Now, a netizen said, everyone is just angry in this country. Another person said, why are these officers always fighting each other? Another person wrote, family matter. Now, having a tattoo could increase your risk of developing a rare type of cancer by 21%, a new study has found. According to researchers in Sweden, they found a potential link between tattoos and cancer in the lymphatic system known as lymphoma. Lymphoma is a type of blood cancer that affects the immune system. Researchers from Lund University investigated the relationship between tattoos and long-term health effects. Dr. Christel Nelson, who led the study, said, "It is important to remember that lymphoma is a rare disease and that their results apply at the group level. The results now need to be verified and investigated further in other studies, and such research is ongoing." The researchers looked at 11,905 people, and 2,938 of the group aged between 20 to 60 years old had lymphoma. Now, a netizen said, "According to an unknown study in Nigeria, tattoo can also trigger Nigerian police to lock you up for no reason." Another person said, "It's a red flag for me. Once I see you with tattoo or more, I know if it take you serious." Another person wrote, "Cigarettes causes cancer, but it's still selling. I'm getting more tats." And now on the foreign scene, 2 Nigerian nationals, a male and a female, were arrested for possession of drugs worth more than 2 million rands near Uppington in northern Cape Town province, South Africa. Police spokesperson in ZF Makau district said the suspects were arrested on Sunday, May 26, 2024, after information of an alleged consignment of drugs en route to Uppington was received. The members confiscated the drugs, the vehicle, an undisclosed amount of cash and cell phones. The 2 occupants, a male and female Nigerian nationals aged 42 and 39, were arrested for dealing in drugs and are expected to appear in court soon. Now, someone said, "I see reasons why they are treating Nigerians bad over there." Another person said, "People making life for other Nigerians difficult in South Africa. What a shame, and they won't stop. Tomorrow, you'll still hear this same news again." Another person wrote, "Real definition of partner in crime." And now to a funny video of a mom playing with filters. Take a look. And that's it. You're up to date with trending stories across the world. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Until next time, goodbye.